Hey, how's it going? My name is Justin Case, and I just got back from ETH Denver. Had a great time, did a lot of interviews. Hope you saw some of them that I posted. But I'm home now, and I want to talk about one of the projects, and that one is right here. It is Entropy, the world's first DePIN meme coin. And if you can't tell by the URL, justentropy.lol, it is pretty goofy. But I kind of like that. It has its own charm in that it's trying to raise the value of this meme coin by making you get a device onboarded that does nothing but will make you meme coins in the process. So hey, let's talk about it. Let's see how the onboarding process is. I did test it myself, and I just want to show you exactly the whole process and how you can get onto this project. So before I do want to ask, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. I always like to have more people interested in telling me what kind of DePIN projects they'd like to see on this channel. And if you have any thoughts, please do add them in the comments below. Okay, so when I started on this, I had to do quite a number of steps, and it was a little confusing to get into. But it's an interesting project. Like it says here, Entropy is the perfect DePIN project, ambiguous utility, it's decentralized Oracle, people-owned, miner-focused. It's proud to have no VA allocations, no founder allocations, no airdrops, perfect product market fit. And when you're having schedules. So hopefully the having schedules on that 55.5 billion max supply will do good to bring the value up over time. And one of the big things about this is they want you to really hold those meme coins. They don't want you to start selling them right away. There are some people that sell like crazy, and they just help bring the value down. We're trying to hold to keep the value up. So we'll get into that a little bit later. They have it all spelled out for you. I'm going to open this up to be a little larger then, but I want to show you how I'm doing because I did test this. I onboarded about 2 days ago over the weekend, and then the last 2 days I just wanted to at least get an idea for a number of how much this is worth. And if you look right here, this is my miner. I just went to the justentropy.lol/console and I connected to it, and it showed me right there that, okay, first of all, I'm pretty low in the ranks. Of 574, I assume miners, I'm number 554. So I'm not doing that great, but I'm new. So I had to base it on that, right? And so far it said the amount accumulated was 13,350 ENT over 2 days. That comes out to be a little over 25 cents a day. Yeah, 25 cents a day, which means it'll be about $7.50 for 30 days. And honestly, the whole onboarding process costs you about $15. So I'd say it takes about 60 days or 2 months to ROI, get your return on that initial investment. But then after that, hey, it's fun, and who knows, those coins could go up a lot. You don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So, well, if you follow their methods. Hopefully, right? Okay, so I'm going to open up my screen a little bit and shrink myself so you can see a little more of this while we talk about it. So the first thing I just want to show you here is this is the website, right? Justentropy.lol. And to get started, you have to click on Mine, which will take you to their Discord. And on their Discord, under Rules, you're going to have this right here that says, so you want to mine Entropy. And it shows you the steps. Now, unfortunately, while the links are very useful that they have listed here, the steps were not. They don't go into any detail. And unfortunately, while I'm sure someone can point you in the direction on their Discord channel, I think it's better just have a direct link to all the exact rules. So I went to Reddit and I found the rules here. It's pinned to the top of their Reddit for Entropy Crypto for how to become an Entropy miner for July 2025. Now, I know it's March, but it's been useful all this year, so we're going to talk about it. So as it says, step 1, join Discord. So I showed you how to get onto the Discord. Okay, that's great. And then you need to complete the steps below in step 2 to become a prospector, which unlocks a bunch of sections of Discord for you. So you're not going to see any of them until you become a prospector. So to become a prospector, you need to first acquire 150,000 ENT tokens, and then purchase a required NFT. So to acquire the 150,000 tokens, you can go to collect right there. I'm sorry, that is not true. Clicking on the wrong buttons. You can go, I believe, to swap. Swap is going to take you to jup.ag, Jupiter, I think, but point being is what they want you to do is basically, and I opened this up over here so I can see it easier. Basically, you're going to want to find the ENT token, which is on the Solana network, and you're going to want to buy 150,000 of them. I personally just like to trade these with a different token. So because I've been doing Helium for a while, I got a lot of IoT and a lot of mobile that's about to be worthless and a lot of HNT. So hey, they're all on the Solana network. So I would just convert it in a wallet that is connected to Phantom, and do all of this in Phantom. That is my advice. I open up Phantom, create a wallet in Phantom, trade some coins, and then to get your ENT, 150,000 of those, and then drop them in there. That's my advice. Okay. Once you have them, the next thing you need to do is also get that NFT. And it says here, buy a Phantasmagoria Entropy NFT, and you can get to that by going to collect. So I'm sorry, before I had said collect, it was claim, obviously I said that, but collect is what you want to click on, and collect is going to take you to this location right here. Here you're going to want to spend $1 and get what I thought was 10 drip coins, and now I'm a little confused because I was just looking at the amount of coins I have over here. Oh, there it is, yeah. And it says I have 990 drip. And I used 10 to get my secure collectible, as it says right there. So I could be wrong. I could be $1 is 1,000, and then it's you use 10 of those to get the NFT. So anyway, yeah. So you're going to go to drip.haus/entropy. Here you need to buy. You need to buy 1,000 drip, which is like $1, and you can pay that via Apple Pay. That's how I did it on my phone. I did it Apple Pay while I was driving, which is never a good thing to do. But anyway, and then I went in here, and I think I was in drop 14, and as you can see, I secured an everyday snake, but you find what works for you and you buy it, or you secure it rather with like 10 drip. I think you can pay more for it. Like this over and over looks like it costs more. I'm not sure. For a lot of these, they always say sold out. Like these all say sold out. But I just got the first thing that I could find where I could secure it with the drips. And yeah. Once I had it, it was in my wallet. So the next thing you need to do once it's in your wallet is verify the ownership, as it says right here in part 3. So to verify the ownership, you're going to go back in Discord, and you are going to scroll down to under here at the bottom, Matrica, you'll do a verify. So you'll just need to check your status, and your wallet should already be connected in this process, but if you are, as it'll say, it'll verify you here. And as it says here, Uner owns 2. Oh, I bought 2? I only bought 1. It shows 1 here. 1, and then that 150,000 ENT. So it verifies your information here. And then it opens up all of the other places available to chat and talk to people within the Entropy Discord. So that's a lot of the big process. Then after that, you got to dig a hole. I think this is kind of goofy. I'm not even going to get into a lot of it. But yeah, you got to dig a hole. It says here, find a creative spot in the real world, dig a hole, take a photo of the hole, and put a paper in the hole or put a paper near it that shows your Discord handle so they know who you are in the Discord. And then you got to post it on X, and then you got to tag the people they mentioned here to tag, as well as 3 followers. And then you're going to go back and open a ticket and submit a hole in the submit hole channel with a link. Yeah, that's what I did. It's interesting to me because, it seems like they're trying to promote different technologies, right? Or projects, as I put them. But here is miners dig holes on X, and you can kind of see people's different holes that they dug. So it's not super complicated. Dig a hole. Yeah, do whatever you want to do to make sure you can show it off. I'll be honest, I didn't get really into all of that. I did one photo just like this guy right here, and I did it at night because I had just gotten home. So yeah, I didn't really show off the hole that much, but I said, hey, this is fun. So there's my hole to make it happen. But like it said, once you're done, you then go to Discord once that's up and running, and you're going to open this submit a hole right here, and you're going to enter in the URL to get to this. Don't worry about what it says down there. I think I'm actually locked out of it or something. That's why it's saying that. But point being is, yes, you have to submit where your on x.com / whatever the name of your stuff is there, and then they'll be able to look at it and review it and approve you. So that's the idea, right? Once they approve you, you become a miner. And then you'll have access to, after they've made you a miner, the place where you can get your custom bin file. So you're going to need to open a ticket, as it says right there, open a ticket and submit the information that they require there. And if everything's good, they will send you your firmware. So yeah, that's what happened to me. I got my firmware, and then I needed to get my hardware for it, which, as it says here, is either an ESP32 or an ESP32.S3. I have a link in the description on Amazon to a cheap, like $7 ESP32 board. This is basically the board right here. Here you go, you can see it. It's pretty, yeah, that's it. Nothing fancy. It doesn't come with a cable or anything, but this is what you need. And so there's the link, and then you basically have to get up and running with it. So you've got to plug it in to your computer and get up and running with it. Yeah. Now, they do have a number of advice on that process, and I'm going to show it to you right now. But I'm trying to get the cable over here. It's underneath things because I don't plan well. So I'm going to get the cable ready as we talk about this. So basically, you need to go, which I don't know why it doesn't say it here. It doesn't say where. It just has the link to the video. It should say you need to go to docs.puredepin.com. So docs.puredepin.com. And again, I'm going to put it in the description at the bottom, but it kind of goes through this whole process of explaining Entropy and their project and why it works. And it's very interesting, but one aspect is you get to the tokenomics, which the tokenomics is, as it says here, according to the second law of thermodynamics, entropy is an isolated system that may never decrease. Entropy mirrors this physical law with a law of its own. The second law of entropy concerns itself with claiming tokens that miners have generated from the entropy network. So according to the second law, tokens may be withdrawn from miners' wallets, but this may create a local entropy deficit. The deficit created when tokens are withdrawn may be reduced in one of two ways, either by burning tokens through the automated 7-day burning mechanism, which what happens is if you don't collect your tokens, in other words, put your tokens in your wallet, every 7 days, they get burned. They just disappear. So use them, get them, or lose them. That's basically it. And then, as it says here, then, stated formally, new tokens may only be claimed if the amount of tokens in a miner's wallet has not been less than the total number of tokens ever claimed minus the number of tokens ever burned at any time during the past 7 days. So this is only involved in those specific 7 days. It's goofy. But the point being is they want you to hold. Hold as long as you can. And if you go into their Discord, they reference, here I'm just going to show you for fun, they reference people who hold as chairs. They are stable people. They are stable miners. And then people who sell their tokens out of their wallets as snakes. So if you want to get into that with them, go right ahead and talk to them about it. I find it pretty interesting. But anyway, that's the kind of thing that they have involved here. You do get punished if you start taking out of your wallet. But honestly, guys, like I said, I'm a person that likes to hold. I find this project interesting. I'm holding. Up to you what you want to do with it. Up to you if you want to be punished for it. I'm not telling you what to do. So anyway, to get started here, it kind of goes back to all of the other stuff we were just talking about. And then claiming, like I said, was from the console, or not the console, I forget. But anyway, there is a link to go and claim. It's not complicated. It should be, yeah, here, claim on the main page. But jumping back here, to get up and running and get this going so you can mine, you have to go to their firmware guide. And they have a couple different options here, but I found that the browser-based one was best. So I actually went to the browser-based one, and the browser-based one is right here, has a lot of details. And we're going to go through it right now. I realize this video is long. I do apologize, but I wanted to go through everything for you. So people who want to go through this all have a video they can watch, stop, plan, figure out what to do next. So one of the first things in big letters it says is make sure your USB cable is a data cable. Yes, usually if it is of the thicker variety, it is a data cable, but you never can tell. My basic advice is go buy something that uses this to transfer data, and then you know it's a data cable. But I have a lot of cables that are nice and thin in comparison. I just want to show you that. This white cable. Oh, you can't even tell there. You can't even tell. I feel it. This is girthy. But this is a little thin thing, and this is just to transfer 100 watts anyway to my computer. But this is what you want. You want a nice thick data cable, and then you want to go to the, you want to get that firmware that they give you and download it. Then you want to connect this to your computer, which I did just now. And as it says here, step 3, open the browser and navigate to the address as listed. We'll then connect to the serial port. And then leave the baud rate, which it says leave, but their baud rate is actually at the highest. So I don't know why they say that. Leave and then connect. You kind of see what's going on here. I'm going to jump over right to it. We're just going to do it. So I'm just going to do a quick reload of the page. And that's what I was saying here. The baud rate is already high. So it says to lower it. It doesn't say to lower it. It says to leave it at, but I'm going to lower it just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to click on connect. And as you can see, it asks for the serial port. Now, I would normally be confused, but what I do is I just connect it now. Now I know it's running, and all of a sudden, ooh, look, a new one appeared. It says CP2102 USB, and that's the one I'm going to select, and I'm going to click on connect. So I am in, and it says connecting here, but then it sits. It sits, and I got confused. And the simple answer is there are two buttons here that say reset and boot. And sometimes you got to click on them in order to get things going. Now, luckily, I didn't have to. As you can see, it started spitting out information. And when it says stub running, we're good to go. So it says stub running. I know it's connected. We're good to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is first be on the safe side and erase this to make sure it's nice and clean. Now that I know it's nice and clean, it says here, chip erase completed successfully in 1.26 seconds. All right. The next thing I need to do is change that flash address to I should say, that is 0x0000. That's actually in the documentation here. It says after we erase flash, which is what we did, step 6, I need to change it to 0x0000 and then grab my file and program it. And I'll get that right stuff in there. So I'm going to go back over. I change the address. I'm going to go in. I'm going to select my file. And then I'm going to click on program. And there we go. Starting to do that whole write process right there. So we're going to wait till it goes to 100%. And once we're done, we have to verify everything works. So once we're done, we're going to go and reconnect it and verify using the console. So we're just going to click start on the console. So let's jump back over. It's at 55%. And guys, I am sorry this is such a long video. I normally don't want to create super long videos, but you know, this is an interesting process, and I thought you'd want to see the whole thing so you know how you can get through it all and have all the details. So here we are. We're almost at 100%. All right. It is done. Hard resetting. Okay. I'm going to click on disconnect so we get out of it. Now I need to go to console and hit start to make sure it's working. I will select it. I'll click on connect, but nothing's happening. And so that's when I might have to either hit boot or reset here, or sometimes both. There we go. That was reset. And it's going through everything and making sure it's working. And yeah, it's working. So we're good now. We know from scan complete that this is up and running, but it needs a Wi-Fi connection. That is the last part. And for the Wi-Fi connection, it suggests getting this ESP Wi-Fi config app from the store. Now that means, unfortunately for us, we need to use our phone. And I'm sorry, I'm getting everything set up here on the phone so you can see what I'm going to be talking about. But basically, okay, here we are. Basically, you need this Smart Connect. So you see Smart Connect on my phone. Here we go, Smart Connect. So here, I'll you know what? I'm just going to go look it up just to see in the App Store. And here I'm going to click on the iOS button here just so we can see it in a new tab. So there we go. Smart Connect for ESP. So if we search Smart Connect is one word for ESP. And there it is right there. It's the second one. So like I said, I've just opened it up right here. And the top says connect to whatever. That's the name of one of my networks at home. So we're just having fun with this. So we're going to connect to whatever. But I can tell that it's working because the responses will appear here. So I'm going to tap to connect. And I don't see anything yet. Not sure. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. All right, and smart config complete. So we could see all of it happening there. I've blurred out some of it. I'm sorry, but it has my username and password, and you're just not going to see that. But yeah, now we know it's good. So that is it. In fact, if I check here, it says so. So now you know, used your Wi-Fi information from your phone. It connected it. It put it all in here. And yeah, you're good to go. If something messed up, maybe you might want to hold on to this and modify credentials or set credentials properly. But besides that, that's it. That's it. So the only other thing now is you got to plug this into something real and maybe 3D print a case for it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna 3D print a case for it. But you basically gonna want to plug it into something, as it says here. The average current draw is 20 milliamps. So yeah, simple USB-C plug that's in the wall and into this, and just leave it running. And after a day, you should be able to go back to the home page here, and you click on claim and connect to your wallet. Did it connect to my wallet? No, I don't think it did. It's been having issues. But anyway, connect to your wallet, and it will then let you transfer it over. So I would recommend planning to do that like every Sunday or something. Just give it 7 days. That's one reason why I didn't collect my 2 days worth right now. I wanted to actually give it 7 days to see what happened. But yeah. So if you're interested in this project, like I said, you're only going to make 25 cents a day on a little machine that runs in the corner. But hey, it's fun. See how it goes. Let me know what you think in the description. Sorry. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I have all the information in the description below on all the links I just shared. So again, hey guys, I know this was a super long video. For those of you that bothered to stick around and see the entire process, I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.